My wife sent me divorce papers to embarrass me, but when I signed them, she didn't realize that a big surprise was coming. Part 2 Unbelievable. Why is Samantha so selfish? That look of triumph on her face. It's clear the divorce papers are a threat to make me obey her. The fact that Robert was involved made me even more suspicious. Samantha is acting like a puppet for her dad, trying to control me while following his orders. It's ridiculous. I won't let Samantha have her way. How can she not see our marriage is in trouble when she acts like this? Her lack of understanding just annoys me more. Samantha had already completed the divorce papers and handed them to me with witnesses, including Robert and her friends. This meant I could sign and file them whenever I chose. The next day after Samantha went to work, I filled out the divorce papers and submitted them to the city office. As a precaution, I also filed a notice of non-exemptance of the marriage certificate. I called my parents and explained the situation, knowing Samantha might threaten to file a marriage certificate on her own if she found out. My parents were shocked that I had already prepared the divorce papers, but fully supported my decision. Outraged by Samantha's behavior, they offered to help me move my belongings immediately. Taking a leave from work, I had my parents come over and relocate all my things to their house while Samantha was away. I decided to stay with my parents for a while. It was the first time in a long time that I felt truly comfortable and at ease in their home. Reflecting back, Samantha never did her share of housework. I was the one cooking dinner after long workdays and handling all the cleaning and laundry on my days off. On top of that, she expected me to care for her parents, which was impossible. That night, Samantha called me, probably just back from work. Hello. Hey. Where are you right now? I'm at my parents' house. Oh, why would you go back there without my permission? And where's all your stuff? Don't tell me you're staying the night. I almost laughed. How could she think I was staying when I had taken most of my belongings with me? It showed her selfishness to even suggest that I move out of the house. I'm not coming back, I said firmly. What are you talking about? Come back here and make me some food. Make it yourself, I replied, ending the call. I couldn't discuss divorce with her if she continued to behave this way. I decided to wait for her to come to my parents' house and blocked her number. A week later, Samantha showed up at my parents' house, accompanied by her parents. They all wore serious expressions. I led them into the living room, and we faced each other, 3 against 3. How could you do this? How could you leave without my permission? Samantha demanded. Well, you were treating me like a housekeeper. All I asked you to do was take care of your family, I countered. That's not true. What kind of husband are you if you don't take care of Samantha? Robert shot me a fierce glare. My father began to tremble with anger, but I interjected. Samantha told me to quit my job and care for Robert, saying it was my duty as her husband. Yet when it comes to my family, she expects me to handle everything alone. Ultimately, Samantha wants obedience and uses me to care for her parents while taking credit for it. That's why she prioritizes her parents over mine. Have you heard Samantha say these things? Robert continued to glare, but Linda looked confused, indicating she hadn't heard this before. Let me clear the air, Samantha said suddenly, bringing up the divorce papers and claiming it was Robert's idea. Why would you suggest that? Linda asked, clearly surprised. Oh, no. It's because Ethan has an attitude problem, Robert stammered. And did you really say that Ethan's parents aren't a priority? I pressed. Well, it's only natural that your own parents come first, Robert retorted defensively. Don't be absurd. I came here to support you after hearing about the unfair treatment Ethan endured, but now it seems you're the one at fault. Don't hide behind her parents' authority to get your way, Linda said, making Samantha visibly shrink in her seat. Linda then apologized to me and my parents. I'm truly sorry for the trouble caused by my foolish daughter. I will have a serious talk with her. Linda, you're not to blame at all, so please don't apologize, I replied. Thank you for your kind words, but there's something else I need to say. Turning to Samantha, who was now nervous, I said, the divorce papers you gave me, I've already filed them. We're no longer married. Samantha and Robert both turned pale. Why did you file them without my permission? Samantha demanded, shocked. You told me I could file them whenever I wanted. Besides, you had already filled out your part and had Robert sign as a witness, I calmly explained. Oh, that was, Samantha stammered, clearly at a loss for words. Linda, furious, intervened. Samantha, you used divorce as a threat. She slapped Samantha across the face. Robert was visibly shaken by the confrontation. I apologize deeply that you had to witness this. You're right to divorce this fool. On behalf of Samantha, I'm truly sorry for ruining your marriage, Linda said, grasping Samantha by the collar and demanding apologies from both Samantha and Robert before escorting them out of the house. Later, I thanked Linda for her intervention. She ensured that all of Samantha's assets and property were transferred to me without any hassle. Despite my higher income and managing our household, it was a relief to secure everything from our marriage. I later learned that Linda had divorced Robert, clearly disgusted with his actions. The other day, I ran into a colleague from Samantha's old workplace who shared some surprising news. Samantha wasn't performing well at her job and often received harsh criticism from her boss. In defiance, Samantha resigned and changed jobs. This only added to my frustration with her. Instead of taking responsibility for her shortcomings, she blamed others, which likely contributed to her lower pay at the new job. I'm relieved to have left her. I've rented a cozy apartment and enjoy living independently. Work is going smoothly, and I even received a recent raise. Right now, I'm not interested in relationships and prefer focusing on my career. Samantha always cared more about appearances than actual abilities. She maintained a facade at home but failed to improve professionally.